EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
I don't need to. 15.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now here's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
In motion left, Hardman.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 23. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
We're going to 54. Why? Here we go, 47. 26.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10. On play action, Prescott. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and long for Prescott. That is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Hardman on the return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
43! 43! Hey, 15, 15, 15!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. To throw is Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Go to 54, go to 54, wide.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is indeed good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Attack, attack.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 47.
Prescott now.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action now, Prescott.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Prescott.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Here we go, 46, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing. And they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd and 9. Third and 9 here. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 3rd and 9. Motion man right is Rice. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. Prescott. And he's going to go down.
Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Hey, kill! Here we go, 46.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
Good footwork at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Kill!
Throwing. Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Prescott to throw it.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got a man complete. 36 yards on the play.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. The offense on third down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete. Across midfield. He's on his way. Brandon Cooks.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 82 yards.
And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Hey, 43. 50, yellow, 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 yellow.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
15, 15. Hey, color.
Now they'll bring Tony in motion left.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Attack.
Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hey, kill. Kill.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here's Hardman to return.
A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Attack!
The slot man in motion right. Now here's Mahomes. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Hey, 57 colors, yellow.
Valdez-Scantling in motion right.
43, yellow. Attack.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's taken down inside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
Yellow.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 57. I don't need to.
Mahomes now on first down.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
22 yards.
And the Chiefs are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And now they're in the hurry-up.
2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Going to 54. Why? Hey, 47. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson
from 13 yards out.
And the Cowboys have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind?
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
A running play. It's Dowdle.
And he stopped immediately there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here comes third and the length of the football. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing here, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.